Okay, where were we? We were at the very end of this world, which this world is about possessing. Right. Okay. So, what's going on here? We have a Patrick and 3 clones. We have we have Patrick with a Parabox that's 1 cell. 1 cell Parabox on top of Patrick's body. When we eat something with this, there's 3 clones of it on the far right column. And then if I move to the right here, I'll try to eat this and it'll poop out the current block behind me, I think. Oh no, it pushed. Wait, what? What just happened? It pushes? So what it does instead, the priority is pushing. It pushes this tile into the clone column, and then it becomes, and what it pushes this tile into the clone column and pushes out the tile that I have on my body into this first slot. And then we do that. And then we almost have it, I think. There we go. Right? We create the entrance at the top, and we get the transfers through the column of green down to the end. Nice. Pretty cool level. Alright. Oh, this looks bizarre. Yeah, these levels are the end of the world, so they look pretty complex. This is the last one. We can oh, what the hell is this? This is a possessible box, but this is a possessible Parabox that's 1 cell. I need to fill it with something before I can possess it. Otherwise, I can't possess it. You're in the transfer level. Okay, cool. Transfer's fun. What is going on here, though? All of these things are like stuck everywhere. So let's see. We possess this, and then what happens if we try to like do stuff? Okay, we can enter here. Oh, we can enter here and exit. I pooped out this box. Whoa, whoa, what is happening? Oh no. What? I moved into, okay. I moved into, I basically ate the possessible purple box into my Parabox. That's what happened. Okay. Let's eat that. That should be good. How do we get something here? How do we get something in that square? By pooping it out like that? Okay. That's satisfied, and now I just have to get here. All I have to do is maybe this? No. No. The idea is I come through this green hallway, and then here I need to be able to absorb this blue box into my body. I think that's the idea. We need to absorb the blue box into my body. How could I possibly do that? What is this part for? What is that part for? That's what I kind of don't understand. Huh. This seems quite tricky. Is it possible for me to eject the blue box that's inside of me at this point? Happening. Oh, I'm pooping out the box behind me into that square. But in order to do that, I have to pick up a new box. I think there may have been something here that was an option. No, that doesn't do anything. See, it poops out a possessable version of me. Oh man. Okay, let's restart. I need to figure out this ending part before I do whatever this part is. I also have this upper, like I also have this little thing that I didn't use, which maybe will be needed for this. I can possess this and then come in here and eat this block, but then I still can't get back this way. Okay. I have some ideas. What if we do... Yikes. What if we do this? No. Fudge. So, I could eat this, but I can't get back over. So maybe the idea is somehow we can get into this spot. We need to get this again. There we go. Okay. Yes. There we go. And now we do that. So we made a mistake by using the green block in the upper left corner of the map. We need to use just a normal block at the upper left corner of the map, and then take the green block to eat the path open to the end in the upper right. We solved this possession part. Okay, new area called wall. What? Become a wall. Huh? Dude, what? I mean, we're stuck now. Huh? All right. So this is the only thing we can do. We can transfer our consciousness into this segment of wall. But we can't, like, this doesn't solve the issue. We still have to get the box to the exit. So we have to do this. We have to do this, right? And now how do I possess? I can possess it like, oh, okay, I can possess it like this, and then possess the wall and move it over and possess it like this. Okay. So the way we need to go from being a wall back to a person without blocking the person is by possessing it sideways or vertically while the other axis is open. That's the pattern that we want to look for. What the heck? Oh my god, I'm a wall. There we go. Right? Like, open a path out and then possess him. Why doesn't this work? What is up with that yellow square? Why does it look so weird? Okay. So... okay. Oh, man. There we go. Right? We transfer the movable, the possessible wall piece over to be a blocker for entering this parabox. So, like, this needs to go here. This needs to go here, so we're gonna need to end up with a wall piece in this spot, and then I think we're gonna need to end up with a wall piece in this spot. I think that's gonna be the strat. Like this. Easy. Look at that planning. I think it really helps, especially early on, to understand, like, the reason I'm able to figure this out this quickly is because on the very first level, I took the time to think about what kind of setup do I need in order for me to go from being a wall back into a person or box that allows me freedom of movement. And the pattern, it seems to be like this, where you have wall, box, wall, and then open area on the either perpendicular side. So then we see the pattern. We gotta extend from the wall. We need a wall here, and then to extend from this joint or this point, this peg, it like kind of hops by 2. So if we had a third, right? If we had a third block, we could have put wall here or wall here, even if this was like bigger. Even if there was no wall here or wall here, we could have put third peg here or third peg here. Okay. Got a Parabox now. What does that do? Okay. Something is wrong. I need... Okay, eventually I need to possess that one. But I also need to... What do I need here? I need to go here, and there needs to be a wall. Wait, no, not a wall in this square, but it needs... The Parabox needs to be there. How can I get the Parabox out now? I can't get the Parabox out, right? It's stuck inside a wall. Huh. This doesn't work. The only box that can fit here is the Parabox, is the green Parabox. But I need the green Parabox to... Okay. Maybe this could work. I think we could get this to work. I did this the long way around. Okay, we do it like this. We possess... No. We possess this. And then we go... maybe I want to do this. There we go. Woo! So, the trick there was... Instead of eating the yellow box with the Parabox, in order to get it up against the wall, we needed to enter the Parabox while still being adjacent to the yellow box by moving one of our wall tiles here or here so that we could enter perpendicularly instead of pushing the green onto the yellow, which would eat it. Okay. So same idea. I need this to get here. In the end, I'm gonna need the wall block to be on this tile, where I am, right here. It would be nice if, it would be really convenient if this yellow tile was on the bottom wall. On the bottom border, if the yellow tile was here, we could easily get the wall tile here by having the red tile here and the wall tile possess the red tile from above. But if the wall tile has to possess the red tile from this tile, from this square, I mean, that's still the only way, right? Because if the wall tile was possessing to the right, then the yellow tile would be here and it would still be pushable. How do I get the yellow tile from this border to this border? Is that doable? I mean, if I push it in the corner, it's just over, right? I can't move it at all. What happens if I do that? Yeah, this does not help me. Like, I can get the wall tile to any of these tiles here. But how does that help me? It doesn't really help me, does it? What if is it possible to use the yellow tile to fill this square instead of using the blue tile to fill this square? Like, if I could move the yellow tile off the wall, then it would be super easy. Just move the yellow tile here, and then go in anywhere. But I don't think we can move the yellow tile off the wall. Huh. This is not even a challenge level. Why am I getting so stumped by this? This was the previous level, and it was very easy. It was like this simple concept. And then here, the tile that we're trying to get the wall tile to is so far away from all the walls. That is the problem. I need a buffer here. No, that's not good. That's not good. I'm like forever trapped in here now. No. I thought maybe I was onto something for a second. That instead of trying to enter the blue Parabox or the green, instead of trying to enter the teal Parabox with the red Patrick, that I would push the red Patrick box in. It kind of could work. It could work if I could somehow get the yellow box over here. If I could get the yellow box over here, then I could just go in and possess this, and it would finish the level. Or if I could push the red guy in without losing him to a border, that could also work. But in order for me to push the red guy in, I would lose him to a border or a corner. I can't get it back. If I did this. No, that immediately just loses. I must be missing something. This level, I've never been this stumped by like regular levels that weren't even challenge levels. It must be a different approach than what I'm thinking about with moving, like being 2 tiles away from a wall. Maybe I'm tunnel visioned on that approach. So this gray square can be filled by either the turquoise or the yellow, but the yellow looks impossible to fill that square because we have no way of. Something like that, I thought maybe had some potential. Hold on. Gotta take a call. Hey guys, sorry about that. Leo's teacher called again, so but all good. What is the goal of this level? The goal of this level is to get my red guy, this Patrick, into this square with the little eyes on it, right? Which is inside the turquoise Parabox. But at the same time, I also need to get a box to fill this square, this gray square in the center of this area. And the only box that can fill this, well, there's two possibilities. There's this box, the turquoise Parabox can fill it, and you see how the center exit symbol is flashing now. That means this, you know, we can go to the exit. The other possibility is somehow get the yellow block off of the edge of the wall, but I don't think that's possible because we can only push it. There's nothing here that can eat it except for this one, but once you eat this, like, you won't be able to push this one off either. So, that doesn't seem to be it. I think we're supposed to basically somehow use the yellow block to... We somehow use the yellow block to get a wall, to get the possessed wall block in this column. And then, I don't know what we do with that, though. Like, the block, we want this possessible wall block to end up here in this square. That's perfect because then this will be giving it, this will be perfect so that when we push down on it, it won't go down and we'll be able to enter it while the turquoise block is where it needs to be. But I don't know how we get this possessible block in this square. To get the possessible... Oh, actually, I do know how. Like this. We have to use both this and this to extend the reach of this possessible block. Okay, cool. Talking through it actually helped a lot. I just forgot that we can use the blue block in this case as an extension because we're not losing it. If we were gonna do this, right? If this square was here and this yellow square didn't exist, we couldn't do this because then we can't get this back here off of this wall. But because this is not actually against the wall, we can push this away and like recover it like this. So yeah, it wasn't that hard. It really wasn't that hard. I just kind of tunnel visioned. Okay. We want this guy here. This guy needs to be here. Okay. How do we possess this guy? Without entering him. In order for me to do it, I have to... I don't know. I need to go, like, here. Ugh. Yee. Love your explanations, whether for Gwent or some other puzzle game. Did you ever think about being a teacher? I didn't really think about being a teacher, but I thought about being, like, I'm a coach. What if I did this? Thank you, Sovereign. I appreciate it. So basically, the thought process here is... I think this is the thought process. We need to get a wall here. And then once we get a wall here, we need to get this tile here. So that when we push to the left, we're not directly able to possess this wall tile. We're also not able to enter this Parabox. So we will end up possessing this red Parabox and go there. Okay. Ooh, there's corner tiles here that are possessable. There's 3x3 Paraboxes, green and blue. And this is our Patrick that we'll eventually possess. This Patrick can really only be possessed this way. We can leave him there for now. And then... So the problem is, like, we can't enter here. This is already done, except we have to get ourselves over here. We need to enter this and then go here to possess this, but this just gets pushed in instead. So we have to set up this first Parabox in a way that it won't be enterable. I know what I need to do. I think I know what I need to do. I think. Do I know what I need to do? Okay, I need a wall tile here, and I need a wall tile here. How do I get a wall tile here? Like that? And now this should work. Now, what will happen when I try to push down? I will try to push this into this, which won't work because it cannot enter. The center tile is blocked. And then I will try to, the second priority will be, I'll try to eat this bottom Parabox with the top Parabox and absorb it into the top Parabox, which it also won't work because there's a wall here in the center of the bottom row. And then the third priority will be, I will enter myself into this Parabox, which is what we want, and go here, and then possess the red Parabox. This is my first time seeing the game. Could you possess one of the corner blocks and go through the walls to possess the red one and go left with it? No. You can only possess the wall tiles that have eyes on them. You can't possess any wall tile. Like, you can't, like, chain possess through the wall and then come through here and then get this. We have recursion. Okay. Possession, recursion, and walls. Because, like, we can possess this wall tile. Okay, what do we need? We have 2 blocks. So one of them needs to be from the recursive tile, and one of them needs to be this. And then the wall needs to be wherever this is, under whatever this is. So how do we do that? How do we get the wall tile to either here or here? They're kind of symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go for this one. How do we get the wall tile here? Kind of difficult. Okay, wait. So what we need to do is we need to possess Wow. Okay, I kind of got it, I think. We need to have this here and this here, and then we can possess to the left now. If we try to move left from here, we'll possess the red one because we can't push the red one because of this peg. And now we've got this tile where we want it. And then we can move that there, and then move that there, and then go down. Woo! Okay. Very similar, except now the spot where you need this peg, this wooden peg, is no longer at the edge of the Parabox. It was easy when it was at the edge of the Parabox because we could then move left to possess outside of the Parabox. Now it's here or here. How are we gonna do that? Like, I need to possess something from this square. Ah. That seems extremely difficult. Doesn't really work. Like, I could do... Doesn't even work either. We're cycling! We made our own cycle. Right? Working backwards, that is what we kind of need to do. Would I be able to do something like this? Seems very difficult. Seems super difficult. Last time I had to set up something like this, where I could possess from this square. That would leave my wall on the edge somewhere, which doesn't really help. I think we could do something like this. Okay, I got an idea. I got kind of an idea. Okay, so we possess this, we go here, we get this one to go here, and then we get this one to block here, and then we move to the left, but we can't push anything, so then we possess this block. And then we move this out of the way, and then push this out of itself to get here. Woo! We did it. Nice. Cool level. Okay. Well, that was cool. Yeah. Because of recursion. That's an old trick. What do we got? We've got a clone, 2 clones of this level. There's no walls around our level. Recursion is mind-bending for sure. The recursion reminds me of work though. Are you a programmer? So this looks like at the end we have to set everything up and then just like possess this box at the end. So recursion was a fun chapter in my CS 101 or CS 121 class back in college days. Pretty mind-bending concept. Okay, so how does this work? How the heck do I fill this? I should get to bed here though. It's late here. Gotcha. No worries. I'll probably be heading out in like 30 minutes or so as well. So this empty box, how do we fill these 2 empty boxes? They have to be filled with these, right? No, I guess technically, like, technically you could fill one with the other. And then what would fill this box? It might be possible to eat this. Did I eat this box? Oh, okay. I can eat this box. But then after I eat this box, how do I rescue this box from the corner? Right? If I eat either of these 2 clone boxes, how do I rescue this box? There's no way to rescue them. And putting a wall here does not satisfy this requirement. Do you need to? I think so, because I have to fill these 2 boxes before I go here to end the level. Once I go here, like, once I go here, this guy can't get out. This guy cannot escape, right? We can't eat him. We can't eat him with either of these 2 because they're not facing down. We can't get him out. Even if we could get him out, I don't know if that would help anything. I need 2 things to fill these. Oh, actually, you know, I guess we don't need to get him out. We just... Okay. No, you're right. We don't need to. I'm overcomplicating things. I just need to transfer these guys over here and then eat them individually rather than eat them together. Here we go. You were right. We did not need to. We've got recursion. There's a possessable wall over here. So we can have an open area. So we could push this out first to rescue it. And then we need... And then we need... I think like this. But how would this work? I can't enter this. I need this back here. Ah. Okay. I think I have the idea. I think we have the idea. We push this out here. We put that here. We put this guy possessible here. We possess him from the exit, which closes off the box again and prevents us from pushing it back in. Woo! That was a cool level. That was a really cool level. We've got recursion, we've got a clone, and we've got a real recursion. 2 wall tiles. We have to get these 2 over here. Okay. So, I believe we probably want, like, we probably want something like this and this. We want the wall tiles to be like here, up and down, but we need to be control of red, and then we can push. No, something's wrong. The idea is, what is the idea? What is the idea? The idea is we want to push this recursion Parabox up into, we want to push it up into this clone without pushing and without eating. So we need 1 box here and the other box here, I think. Right? And then if I was in control of red now, I could push this box up. It wouldn't be able to push this into this. It wouldn't be able to push. Oh, I don't actually need this. I think I may have lied. I have no idea what's going on, but this game looks cool. It's very cool. So if I go up now, I think I push this into this, which now I've basically rescued this. I've rescued this from the wall. Now I get rid of this wall tile, and now we can push this up, and now they're both in the right column, and they're filling these squares, and we go to the exit. Another cool level. Holy, what is happening? What does this mean? What does colon mean? Colon means possessible. Where are we? We are a wall right now. It doesn't show that we are controlling this wall, but we are this wall. This is a possessible box, a possessible Parabox, a possessible Parabox. We need a box to get here, and we need Patrick to get here. Where's Patrick? Who's Patrick? I think the number 2 must be Patrick. Maybe? So now we're Patrick. This is possessible. This is possessible. We need to get this. Where do we need this? We need to get this here. We need to get this here. So we need to get the wall. Whoa. I just entered Patrick. Ah. Okay. So like, wait, what? What's happening? What is happening? is 3? Oh, I ate it. I ate it with 2. So I need to push it to the right. I need this to be here. But if this is here, how do I... It's weird. The thing is, I can't possess... I can only possess number 2 from the wall can only possess number 2 from the right side. Otherwise, it'll enter number 2. Right? I think so. This is hard to visualize. Or maybe we possess number 3. Okay. So we do this. We do this. Okay, wait. We got it. Kind of. Now, how do I... Oh my god, but how do I enter number 3? I gotta enter number 3 from the... Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's undo a little bit. I need this to be here. So I need this like this. I need this. I need to possess number 2. I need to push number 3 here, possess the wall. Wait, is that right? No. No, I need... No, hold on. I need the wall to be here or here. Here or here, so that I can enter this from the top or the bottom. 2 needs to enter 3 and go here, while the 3 box is here. So this needs to be here or here. How can I get the wall to stop here while possessing something? I need to possess 2 to the left. Yeah? Maybe? No. Possess 3. Okay, so 3 needs to be here, 2 needs to be here, and then we possess to the left. We possess to the left, and now we've got it. Then we possess again, and then we do this, and then we go in, and we go there. Oh! That's so hard for a viewer to understand. I don't know, like, how you guys can... This is not... Those sort of levels, the ASCII levels, gotta be really bad for viewer experience. I'm sorry. What is this world called? Infinite Exit. Okay. Infinite Exit. We've got recursion. Come out this way. Oh, wow. The infinite exit. We used this exit to come out the side of, to come out the bottom, this could come out the left, and then we had to push the recursion outside of itself, causing a paradox, in order to get to the exit. If we push it outside of itself, then we can push all these blocks. What the fuck? How is there a... Why can't I push anymore? This is supposed to be infinity? This is supposed to be infinity, but the outside void is very finite. It's only 7 by 7. Okay, so we gotta push one out here, one out here, and then the rest to infinity. Okay. Kind of BS. We do that. What if I had gone, what if I'd gone all the way and pushed that out? This would have gotten stuck. Because the recursive box takes up one slot too. Okay. Why doesn't it eat it? This doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't understand what's happening. So the idea here, like, because there's only 3 spaces on the outside of this, right? Because there's only 3, can I, like, push this back in on itself? No. Because there's only 3 spaces on the outside here, there's only 3 spaces here for this. So we can only push 3 blocks through, and then we're stuck. But if we could get these two, blocks to be eaten by this block first, then it would be only 3 blocks to push out into infinity, and then it would work. So I think we do this, have it blocked up by this wall, and then eat this, and then move it back, and then push these 3 out. Okay. Okay. Why is this an infinite sign? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, it means that you cannot push. You cannot go out into the void. If you try to push itself out of itself, it just comes out here of this. Okay. Here key. What if I push the infinite out? Come out of each other. Okay, so we push this out here, and then we push this out here, and then we get both of these like that. Do they have different properties? Does the one with infinite symbol have different properties than the one without the infinite symbol? Or are they exactly the same? So here, the property is I come out, okay. So the difference is when I exit this Parabox, I exit from the non-infinite symbol. The only time you actually exit from the infinite symbol one is if you push the recursive box out of itself. Then you exit from the infinite symbol. That's the only difference. And if you push this infinite symbol one out, it comes out this one. Okay. Okay. Then we go up and push this down. How do we get... behind that by pushing it out this way. And then we go out this way, which comes out. Okay, and then we get both of them out this way. Okay. This block needs to go here. Well, this is weird. That doesn't help. What happens if you place the normal one close to an edge and then you go out? The normal one close to an edge and then you go out. Then I go out this way from the infinite. Because normally, if I did that and this infinite was not here, I would go out into the void. So basically, anytime you would have previously exited out into the void, you are going to exit out this infinite box instead. Remember, in a default setting, the infinite box is in the void. So that's why when you go out, you see the infinite box is here. The infinite box is in the void. But in these levels, the infinite box, rather than being in the void, it's in itself. It's in the recursion of itself. So, does that make any sense? Anyways, I think we're trying to go here. And then I think we put this up on the edge and then push this out to here. Then push this down and push this out like that. So what you were asking actually was the solution to that. I don't know if that's what you were going for. We've got infinite, we've got clone. 2 boxes. So we go here, we exit, we push this here, then we go... Okay, and then we go... Can we go back in through this way? I want to push this off the edge. If I push this out now, it goes out here. That doesn't really help me. I need to get it here. This square is annoying. This way. Push it back this way, not through here, but through the clone. And then we go up, push this infinite down, and then go through the clone to push it back. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. We did it! I don't know how to... It's getting harder and harder to explain. Anybody want me to explain what I just did? Okay, let's try to explain what I just did. Okay, so the objective is to get these 2 squares, these 2 boxes into these 2 positions, right? This box is relatively easy to recover. We can just push it out of itself, kind of, right? We can push it out of itself, which will come out of here, and then we'll be able to eventually recover it. The trickier part is, how do we recover this box? To recover this box, we have to exit the top of this box, and then push it down, and then exit the right of this box, and then push it left. So to exit the top of this box, we need to get this square this recursive square to the top edge, so that we can get it to the top edge and then exit ourselves, and then we would end up here. Because in order to exit the infinite box, we need this to be on the top edge to create an infinite paradox loop. So first, to get this to the top edge, we need to push it downwards to get it here. And then we go to the right to get it, to rescue it. Now we can get to the top edge. Now we exit the top edge while this recursion is at the top edge to exit the infinite box upwards and get behind it into the corner and push it down. And then we push this to the outside the left edge so that it comes out the infinite box. And then we can get this to the right edge. Now we need to get this to the right edge so that we can exit the infinite box to the right to get behind it. And that's what I did. And then we need to rescue this, which is push it out the right side, which will come out the infinite box on the right side. And then we rescue it. And we did it. Okay, hope that is clear enough. Another challenge. Oh god. Recursion, infinite, regular blue box, 2 paraboxes. And this looks like a clone of this, maybe? Yeah, that is a clone of this. So we need 2 boxes here and then go here. Going here is trivial. So the hard part is getting 2 boxes here, especially because they have to turn a corner. So we can't simply just push this box into this corner. I guess what we could do is like... Okay, I think what we will do is we'll push... Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge. Okay, so we'll push this up here. We want this to be at the upper edge so that it'll poop something out here. We push... Wait, why won't this work? Oh, because the real one is here. Shit. What if I did the same thing, but with the infinite box? Would that make any difference? I want to say no. I think this won't make any difference. Yeah, I still can't push this box out the infinite box here, because the infinite box is actually here, not actually here. Recursion? Okay, so that's kind of hard. I can't even... So I can get 1 box. So we could do this and push that there. We can do that. But then how do I rescue this? I can't rescue this. What if I did this first? And we did that first? Oh. And then I ate it. That's bad. Oh, this looks really hard. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Man. So I have the ability to get one of these boxes filled. That's my ability to get one of these boxes filled, right? So that should be the second step. That should be the second step, I think, and there should be a first step to fill the other box. And to fill the other box, I am able to lose this box. Or this box. Like, I could do this with... I could do this with this. Like that. That would work too. Can you enter the original green one and push from the inside? Or the walls block the way. You can push only to the left. You can't push upwards. Are you saying like, for example, if I got this here, you're saying go here and get into this box and then push this up so that this one goes up here is not gonna work. Because this is the real one, this is only an image of this box. This is basically an image of this box. It doesn't really... Like, anything that you push into this box will materialize here, but this is the real item, and this item here in the real box determines whether you can push stuff or not. Even if I were to go in here and push this up, once I go in here, I'm actually in here, and I can't push this up. As far as I understand, but... Huh. Oh boy. Wait, why doesn't this work? Oh, this doesn't work because this block is blocking itself from eating this, but here it can eat it. Does that help me somehow? Oh man. Does this help me somehow? Like, can I maybe... Like, what happens if I... Okay, let's explore this shenanigan. Like, what happens if I then push this into this? Holy cow. This became a... Wait, what? Huh? I transferred. What the fuck? What the fuck? My mind is getting blown. I don't know what's happening anymore, but I didn't really accomplish anything. I don't understand what I'm seeing. No, me neither. But I have some ideas. Something like that, and then also this. Doesn't really do anything. Okay. What happens if I push... What happens if I push infinite inside of itself? Nothing. Okay. I think I'm at my limit of what my brain can do today. So, okay. One really nice thing would have been... Oh, I got it. Here we go. We use that. We use the recursion to get one block in. And then we use this thing, this Parabox, to eat the recursive box, basically to rescue it from this hallway, which will then teleport it here, right? And then I can push it back out. And then we can push this outside of itself, which will occupy the second box. We did it. Okay. That was not easy. Okay, we've got a clone. We've got a recursion. Wait, no, there's room. Nice, thanks, Fed. We've got no recursion here. No recursion here. We just have this. We need to get these two. So how do we... If there's no recursion, how do we ever exit this box if there's no recursion? This? Now we've created recursion. And then we push it. Oh. Now I'm stuck. We want to push ourselves out, not push the box out. This goes here, then we go in, and then push ourselves out after getting the infinite box out. Oh, crap. By pushing... Okay, by pushing the real Parabox inside a cloned version of itself, we created recursion. And then we tried to go backwards, and it creates a paradox, which comes out the infinite. Infinite exit. Okay. Same idea, right? I think this is the same idea. We push this in, then we push this in itself, and then we push it here, and then we push this out. Oh, and then we push the recursion box outside of the infinite, and then we escape from the recursion box. Crap. The normal levels are starting to feel like extra levels. That's not good. What is going on? We've got two clones of each other that allows us to teleport back and forth from the right half to the left half. I need to put a box here, and then I also need to put a box here. So we gotta push that there, I think. No. What's the deal? I think we gotta push this over to this side. Then push this within itself. And then come over here, push this box inside. Go inside. Have this be at the very bottom edge. Transfer to there. Push this backwards. And then we're dead? I don't think there's any way to get back over to the left side. Because this is the real one. I can't... The previous way to get to the left side was to have the real brown Parabox over on the left side, and then we could enter the clone brown Parabox and go to the left side. What is this thing for? What is that for? Here, I didn't use that. gotta go soon. Like, once I pushed this in, I kind of had trouble coming back out. Yeah, I won't be able to come back out anymore. Because the real one is now here and it's blocked by a wall. Okay, so then we need to move this here? Maybe? What? What? I'm so confused. What happens if the infinite is inside this box and then we push this box into itself? What happens now? I caused a chain of Parabox. I caused a chain of paradoxes and now we're double infinite. Oh my god. So we have the Parabox within its own clone, and then the infinite also within the Parabox within its own clone. So there's nothing to exit to. This has nothing to exit to, which normally would exit to this, but this also has nothing to exit to because they're both on the edge of this. Okay, I still haven't solved it yet, though. Okay, obviously we want this box to go here. This blue box has to go there. And the only way I can do that is to get these two together, right? But once I get these two together, I can't go back here. What the heck? What the heck? There's no other way. How else would I exit? Like, what if we go here? And then I try to exit this. I need this to be a paradox. What if I try to push this? Oh. Is that relevant? Because I was wondering why it would need this. Oh no, this is because after the paradox. After I make the paradox. No, after I make the paradox, I'll be here. I'll be in this, and then I'll push this to the left. I don't need that. What is this for? This little opening here must be for something, but I'm not really sure what. Holy fudge. I mean, I still can't get back here. Unless this little box somehow enables me to get from the right half to the left half after the brown box has already been moved here, it doesn't really help me. There's no possessible walls. I can't somehow, like, pushing this in here. Oh, no. It would try to exit the real one. The real one is here. It doesn't make any sense. Like that? No. Oh, wait. I got it. We move the infinite guy over to the left. Then we move the regular guy over to the right. And then we use the regular guy to do the transfer. And then we move this guy into here, which then creates a paradox to make us go back out the left side. And then I have to move this back over this way to fill this box. And then we go back through. Wheelam 3000, thank you for the prime sub. Welcome to the Rope Club for the first time. Yeah, so the infinite, we use the infinite one. We transfer the infinite one over here first as a secondary exit by doing a paradox. Okay. Good games. I gotta go. I'm not able to finish this section today, unfortunately. But GG's. It was fun. We'll tackle these hard levels tomorrow or Friday. I wonder how many more there actually are. Infinite enter? There's infinite enter, infinite exit. Oh man. Okay. Alright, GG's. See you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Good night. Bye.